Iceland isn't exactly a cheap place to visit, but doesn't mean you can't travel here on a budget. I did, and in this video I'll show you how you can do it too. Since every day in Iceland comes with expenses, traveling on a budget takes some smart planning. Welcome back to Tan Travel, where we help you plan your holiday with our informative travel guides. I'd recommend staying for at least 4 full days, and by that I mean actual full days. If you can, rent a car for more freedom. If not, take the flybus to Reykjavik and book tours like Golden Circle, a glacier hike, and a food tour. If you plan well, you'll have time for one more activity, and I highly recommend the lava show. You can book all these tours in Reykjavik, or if you'd like to support my channel, feel free to use the links in my description to book my favorite tours. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps me out a little. Food in Iceland is expensive. A meal at a restaurant costs $25 to $35 per person. Since you need to eat at least twice a day, that adds up fast. Save money by shopping at grocery stores and packing snacks. I wanted to try Icelandic food, so I did one food tour and then skipped restaurants for the rest of my trip. It was a great way to taste local dishes without spending too much. Next week I'll be making a video on how to spend a day in Reykjavik, so you can watch it and pick your favorite things to do. If you are planning to rent a car, here is how to spend a full day on the Golden Circle. How much time is really needed to complete the famous Golden Circle loop in Iceland? You can drive it in a day, but you should be organized if you want to see everything this place has to offer. Start by 9 a.m. at latest, traveling from Reykjavik to Þingvellir National Park. The drive will take about 40 to 50 minutes. Once you arrive, you must pay for parking before exploring. You can pay at the machine or online using your phone. Here is how. Pay online, easiest way. Go to checkit.is, enter your car's license plate number, choose your vehicle type, pay with a card, done. You can also pay at the parking machine. Find a machine at the visitor center or parking area P2 and P5. Enter your license plate number, pay with the card. The parking fee for passenger cars with up to 5 seats is approximately $7. One of the main attractions here is snorkeling at Silfra, a crack between North American and Eurasian plates filled with crystal clear water where the continents drift apart. The experience takes approximately 2 hours, so start the Golden Circle early or split it into 2 days if you plan to include this activity. By the time you change and dry off, the total experience is closer to 3 hours, so consider whether you want to fit everything in one day. Snorkeling at Silfra costs between $140 to $200, depending on a tour provider and inclusions. I enjoyed watching people snorkel and took a short hike that started right next to the parking area and took about 40 minutes to complete. It's a simple and pleasant trail, perfect for a quick walk. Once you reach the top, the views are stunning. Alright folks, we are back on the road, and up next is something truly unique: volcano bread baking. Bread is cooked underground using Earth's natural heat. But before we get there, a little heads up. There are speed cameras waiting to catch you in action. If you go too fast, they'll snap a lovely photo of your license plate and send it straight to your rental company. Not only will you get a fine, which is not cheap, but the rental company will also charge you extra for their trouble, so play it safe. Laugarvatn Fontana is under an arrow from the Þingvellir National Park. This place is famous for its geothermal baths, steam rooms, sauna with an amazing lake view and volcano bread baking experience. Here, they make traditional Icelandic rye bread by burying it in the hot ground for 24 hours and a lava-baked masterpiece on your plate. The rye bread experience tour are held daily at 11:45 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. throughout the year, lasting 30-40 minutes and accommodating up to 30 people. I didn't book in advance but joined the group halfway through their experience. When it was time to taste the bread, I went to the cafeteria and bought a slice to try this delicious treat. If you want to do everything spa, sauna, bread experience, set aside 2 to 3 hours here. At that time I was full of energy and I had a lot to fit into one day, so I had to skip the spa treat even though it was tempting. Next on our map is the Geysir Geothermal Area, and it's approximately a 30-minute drive away. There is a parking lot, so don't forget to pay. This is a geothermal area where you can see boiling water bubbling from the ground. As you explore, you'll reach the most famous geyser, Strokkur. Every few minutes, it shoots hot water high into the sky. Plan to spend about an hour here, and if your tummy starts rumbling, there is a nice restaurant with the chief in a big hat where you can try delicious Icelandic cuisine. Our next stop is Gullfoss Waterfall, one of the most powerful and beautiful waterfalls in Iceland. A long time ago, people planned to build a power plant here, but one brave woman couldn't let that happen. She loved the waterfall too much and fought fiercely to protect it. She even threatened to throw herself into the falls if they tried to destroy it. Thanks to her, Gullfoss remains wild and free today, a true natural wonder. Here is a spacious parking lot is available along with the cafe, offering a variety of beverages and snacks. Parking fee are required. Our next stop, famous tomato farm and restaurant located right along the Golden Circle. They grow fresh tomatoes year-round inside big greenhouses using Iceland's natural geothermal energy. You get to enjoy a meal right inside the greenhouse surrounded by tomato plants. Their most famous dish is homemade tomato soup served with fresh baked bread. They open daily from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., so they close early. By the time I arrived to the place, I only had 15 minutes and wished for more. Alright guys, it's 5 p.m. and we are wrapping up the day. This is about as much time as you can realistically cover on a Golden Circle trip without rushing through everything. If you're visiting in summer, early September or late spring, you might still have time for a few extra activities, but it really depends on what you want to prioritize. So I made a quick decision. I was going to check out Kerið before heading to my final stop. Kerið is a beautiful volcanic crater lake just a 30-minute drive from Tomato Farm. After that, I still had time to enjoy the evening, so I headed to Secret Lagoon for a well-deserved relaxation session. If you're planning to visit, booking accommodation nearby is a good idea, especially since the lagoon closes at 7 p.m. And there aren't a ton of budget-friendly places to stay in this area. I hope you found this helpful and now have a realistic idea on how long it takes to drive the Golden Circle and how much extra time is needed to prioritize your activities along the route. My recommended tours are linked in the description if you want to check them out. Again, it won't cost you anything extra, but it helps me a bit. Next week I'll share the tours I booked in Reykjavik and give my honest opinion on whether they're worth the money, so you can decide if they're suitable for your holiday. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe and drop a comment below. When are you planning to visit this truly unique place on Earth? Bye my friends!